Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new blessings reading for this new month. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Ooh, that wanted to flip out. Okay, so we'll take it. Okay, we will take it. This is your dominant energy here, and it just flipped out. It's like the universe is like, no, grab this one, grab this one. Alrighty then. Okay. All right, I'll back off the shuffling, and we'll take it. We'll take it. It's a good one. It's a very good blessing here. Recognition and reward with the number 3. Okay, look at that. This young man, he's bowing down, kind of like, okay, thank you, saying thank you, right? And the limelight is on him. The limelight is, kind of like coming from the heavens above. So there's some kind of recognition and reward coming towards you in any area of your life. This could be love related, career related, family related, finances, friendships, whatever this is, something that you've been working on, something here that has been kind of made you wonder, am I ever going to get the recognition for this? Am I ever going to get the results for this? Am I ever going to, get the appreciation? You're not really that kind of sign though, to want the appreciation or the accolades, because you're kind of like very humanitarian, right? You kind of tend to do things because your heart, just wants you to do them, and you don't really ask for anything in return. But whatever it is, even if you don't want it or ask for it, or perhaps subconsciously you kind of have been thinking about it, okay, maybe it's not in the forefront of your desires, but recognition and reward is on its way. So something here, it's telling you, don't give up, because you will be recognized for this. You will get a reward for this, okay? It's like climbing the mountain, you're finally getting to the very top, and you will get that prize, recognition, reward, money, abundance, accolades. Again, this could be either in a love situation, it could be related to a family situation, job, career, whatever area of your life this is. Okay, let me know in the comments below. And so here with the number 3, if you see the number 3333 or just 303, that is a reminder there, okay, to don't give up, because you're almost there and you will get some kind of recognition and reward. Also, the number 3 is all about communication. Either somebody here is going to start opening up about, how they feel for you, or how they recognize your efforts, your skills, your work, right? The effort that you've been putting into a job, a project, a love situation, right? Whatever this is, the opening up the lines of communication is definitely there. For others, this is all about creativity, right? And it could also be related to your home environment, that kind of vibe, okay? But again, something here may have happened that's very important also on the 3rd of this month, and that is significantly related to this recognition and reward coming towards you. Now let's go ahead and jump right into your reading, and I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, and I will be taking a look at your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and also what is in your opportunity. Let me know in the comments below what this reading is all about, how this reading resonates for you. And more than anything else, thank you so much for all of my current subscribers, my followers, okay, and also all of my viewers, right? So, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. It's just going to take a quick few seconds, but I had told all of my current subscribers and my current viewers about the fact that I had been feeling rather discouraged these past few weeks. I had not said anything until the past week and a half or so, and I'm glad that I did. I was hesitating. Should I tell them? Should I not? Right? The reason why I'm glad that I did was because I was unaware that so many of you guys did not even know that you guys had been involuntarily unsubscribed from my channel without your consent from YouTube. So YouTube has been unsubscribing a lot of my subscribers, okay, without their consent. They didn't even know that they were unsubscribed from the channel. And so, that had to do a lot with the fact that I had been seeing a significant drop in views, in likes, in comments, right? and I wasn't sure whether you guys were enjoying my readings or not. And so that's why I was considering going on to a different platform and no longer posting here on YouTube. But I'm glad that I brought it to your attention because I've been getting a lot of encouragement, a lot of comments, right? The YouTube algorithm has been changing quite significantly. And, right now it's going through a very kind of weird transition where I'm even trying to figure it out myself. They're, kind of only promoting those channels who get more than like 100 and some comments, right? So they're encouraging comments down below. And again, this was without my awareness. So if you do like this reading, if you are enjoying my channel, I'm just asking for your support, right? With the YouTube algorithm, I don't know who is taking care of that, why they're unsubscribing my subscribers. But again, I just encourage you to support me, the channel, if you do enjoy the readings, if you do find them helpful, which is my mission here, to guide you in some kind of way, to help you in some kind of way. So comment down below, even if it's just an emoji, letting me know how these readings resonate for you, right? I always love reading all of your comments as well. I try to get back to as many as possible. Okay, so again, comment down below, even if it's just emojis, letting me know. And also make sure that you like the video. It doesn't cost you a thing to like, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell when you subscribe to my channel, because, if you don't hit the notification bell, then you won't get the notifications. And also when you hit the notification bell, you have to hit all, right? The YouTube algorithm is changing now. So if you don't hit all when you hit the notification bell, then it won't notify you. So again, like, subscribe, share my videos, also comment down below, which is very important, and hit all when you hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time here from your reading, but I promise you it's a full reading. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So I do see here the sign of, let's see, you have the sign of Taurus. I see the sign of Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius. What else? Whatever sign it is that you are dealing with, doesn't have to be those specific ones, could be any other sign. But with the Knight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, yeah, so this is you, right? Full of enthusiasm, headed towards a brand new direction. It's that energy of kind of like, the go-getter, right? It's that energy where you're in flow. You're like, okay, everything is moving in your direction. But, the Knight of Wands, he doesn't wait for things to happen to him in order for him to feel motivated. He motivates himself. So if right now you're feeling a little bit down, a little bit unmotivated, are you going to get the appreciation? Are you going to get the rewards? You need to motivate yourself, right? This is encouraging you to motivate yourself, to really look at the bright light of things, the bright side of things, right? I see here that for others of you guys, if you are dealing with this type of personality, then you're dealing with a person who might be inspiring you, right? This can also be you inspiring other people, motivating other people. But I feel like if this is somebody that you're dealing with, it could be a very extroverted person. They're full of life. They help you step outside of your comfort zone. They always have a plan. Hey, let's go out and do this. Let's do that, right? So I feel like this is a very good kind of outflowing energy, a very kind of I feel like it's a very extroverted type of energy. It's not introverted at all. Okay, we're going to see what this is all about. It's also full of passion. So this chapter here includes a lot of passion, a lot of ideas, a lot of momentum, a lot of flowing energy. Okay, there's really no delays that I'm seeing here in your reading. Okay, so if you have been experiencing delays, I see that things are going to start moving forward quite quickly. Now, in your challenge position, you have here the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Hierophant. So I see here that part of the challenge has to do with, for some of you guys, a group of you guys are dealing with a situation here where it's hard for you to let go of either an idea from the past, a person from the past, because remember, these readings are general readings, right? So you take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what doesn't resonate, right? This could be love-related, career-related, family-related, your finances, your friends, your career, your coworkers, your boss, whatever this is, you take it as it resonates. Like, say, for example, I'm going to be going into different positions. So say, for example, in this position, you could say, for example, oh, well, this is resonating for me in my love life. And for others of you guys, it might be resonating in your career, right? And in this other position, it might resonate for you in your family life. In this other position, that might be going on in your personal life, right? Or this entire reading could just be 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever specific areas of your life. But take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? If you do feel the need to reverse the roles, go ahead and do so as well. But I see here that in your challenge position, some of you guys might find it a little bit difficult to either release someone from the past, forget about something from the past, or an idea from the past, right? If it's just an idea, like maybe you had an idea to do something, to invest into a project, right? And so that idea is kind of like sitting still at the back of your mind, and you're like, oh God, why can't I get this idea out of my head, right? I know that I can't do that right now, or you feel like you're stuck in a situation and you feel like that idea is just not for you at this moment. Or it could be a connection, a relationship, a friendship, right? It's like hard to let go of the past, right? Reminiscing about the good old days, reminiscing about, when you guys were together, or when you were at a job. This could be even an environment. Maybe it's hard for you to forget about a place that you visited or a place that you've been to, right? Something, an idea, a person, place, a thing from the past. It might be difficult for you to get out of your mind, right? For some of you guys, again, it's somebody here who it's like you're not over them. And for others, it could also be the fact that, it's kind of causing you sleepless nights. You're kind of like thinking to yourself, well, you don't know what to do about the situation. For some, if the past is, kind of coming back around, whether a past idea, a past situation, that kind of deal, you might find it a little bit difficult to forget it, okay? For some, it might be difficult, to find, commitment in the situation, whether this is an uncommittal person, an uncommittal type of situation, job. Perhaps there's no consistency in that job, right? But you're like, why do I keep thinking about it? Or there's no consistency in that person, and you're like, why do I keep thinking about them if they weren't even consistent with me, right? Whatever this is, it could also be the fact that there's a very rebellious person, a very rebellious type of nature here, and it's very difficult to deal with that rebelliousness. For others of you guys, it might be difficult for you to kind of like, follow structure, right? Like say, for example, if you're investing into a career or into a project, and the group of people around you might be thinking to themselves like, okay, well, let's do it how we've always done it, right? We have to follow the things by the book. And you're kind of coming in with new ideas, with progressive ideas. And so you might be thinking, gosh, it's so difficult for them to hear me out, for them to understand my idea, right? I have new ideas. I want to incorporate new things. And so you might be coming across as a little bit different, a little bit rebellious. And that might be kind of causing a little bit of anxiety. For others of you guys, this could be, happening in a relationship, in a family relationship or a love relationship, where perhaps one or the other, whether you or this other person, somebody here, is kind of different in the way that they view the relationship and the way that they view the situation. Like, I'll give you an example. Say, for example, you're in a love connection, and perhaps, in that love connection, it's not that you're cheating, okay? For some of you guys, maybe there is that going on, but not for most of you guys. For most of you guys, it's not that you're doing that, but you might come across as a little bit suspicious to that person, and that person might think of you as like, not being able to trust you because you're a little bit different. You might act differently, in connections. Like, for example, I know a person who is of your sign, and in relationships, people think that they're not in love with, the person, when I know that they are, but they act like a friend, right? They don't like to hold hands. They don't really like to display, affection in front of people, but they're really committed. They're really loyal. They're really involved. And so that might come across as a little bit different. Like you're just doing things a little bit differently than other people. And people might view that as like, oh, there's something wrong with you. Can I trust you? Right? That kind of vibe. Okay. Now it could be related to anything, right? For others of you guys, perhaps you are dealing with a person who might be acting that way, right? You might be thinking, wait a minute. Why is that person acting, out of character? Or that's not what you do. They're not following things by, the society norms, right? Societal norms, that kind of vibe. So it could be you or somebody else around you, career-related, love-related, family, whatever this is. Let me know what this is all about in the comments below, because this is a very interesting situation, okay? Now, in the recent past, you have here the 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, as well as the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, in the recent past, I see here that you were either involved in a very long-term connection, long-term job, right? I see a lot of money, a lot of abundance, a lot of security, stable energy. There was a lot of stability, a lot of stable energy here, grounded type of energy. Again, whether it was a job, relationship, business, career, whatever this is, okay? And I do see here that there was some kind of an energy where, again, somebody here felt the need to confront a person, confront a situation, right? Because it's almost as if that person felt like, okay, wait a minute, in this situation, it's not moving in the right direction. So I have to say something. I have to, confront this person or situation, right? I feel like somebody here, the way that they approached the person or the way that they confronted the situation, it may have been in a little bit aggressive, pushy kind of way where that other individual may have taken it a little bit the wrong way, okay? But I see here that if this was you didn't mean that, okay? You were just kind of like trying to make it clear, right? Whatever this was, whether this was in your career-related, family-related matters, love, friend, whatever, this is a project, career, whatever this is, okay? And I do see here that you were like, okay, you know what? This is something here where we need to focus more and start putting in the work and the effort. It's almost as if you felt like the people around you were just kind of enjoying themselves, not really putting in the work and the effort, and you were the only one that was focused. And that's why you had to bring something up, right? Again, this could have been a career-related matters, family, love, whatever this was in the recent past. Let me know in the comments below, okay? Now, in your present energy, you have here the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, as well as the Three of Cups. So I do see that right now in your present energies, yeah, there's some kind of an energy of leadership, okay? Either you're being called to become the leader, to, move up to a leadership position. Because remember, your dominant blessing energy is you're going to get a recognition and a reward for whatever work you've been doing, or, a relationship. Perhaps right now that person may not see your value. They may not see your worth, what you bring to the table. But right now in the present energy, it's telling you, okay, make sure that you have a plan, right? That you have a plan, that you strategize, take it slowly. There's a slow moving energy here, okay? I see here that taking it slowly is going to be to your benefit, because with the Emperor is a leader, right? He is there in his masculine kind of energy. So right now, something here is telling you, okay, embrace your masculine energy at this moment with regards to this situation, and you will end up winning. You will end up celebrating. This is going to end up in a celebration, but only if you take charge. I feel like there are people around you, they might be messing around. They might not be taking this seriously, whether it's in a love situation, in a career situation, whatever this is. But you are here to kind of call the shots, right? It could also be in a family dynamic. I see that there's some kind of energy calling for your decisiveness, for your leadership skills, for your leadership role, even if it's in a love connection, right? For others of you guys, if you are dealing with this type of energy, it could be an older person, it could be a father figure, a boss, right? And you might be kind of like thinking, gosh, they're so moody, they're so aggressive, they have so many rules and so many structures, right? But I do feel that if you present your, ideas, even if they're a little bit different, to this type of, dominant leadership energy in a way that they can understand, they will end up kind of like appreciating it, because I feel like it's going to work out in your favor. If this is a love connection and this is the type of person that you're dealing with, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, I've got to take it slowly with this person. Plan ahead, plan your conversation, plan how you're going to, handle this matter, this person, because this is a personality type who tells it like it is. It's a very masculine kind of energy. But if you are able to, plan it out, strategize, I feel like you guys are going to end up celebrating. For a very small group of you guys, for another group of you guys, there could be a third party situation involved. And if there is one, we're going to clarify, okay, when we get there. But let me know in the comments below which area of your life this is pertaining to, what's going on, career, love, family, whatever this is, okay? Now, in the near future, you have here the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So in the near future, I do see here that you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Look at that. Whatever it is that you've been working on, like I said, you're going to get reward. You're going to get that energy of recognition and reward for something that you are doing, that you're working on. That's why it's telling you do not give up, okay? Because you're almost there. You're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor, spending on yourself, right? Maybe taking a vacation, taking some time off. For others of you guys, it could just be some kind of energy where you're going to do something independently finally, instead of always doing it with a group of people, right? There's some kind of energy there of you kind of going into your doing your own thing, your independence. Okay. For others, if this is a love type of connection, you might want to be single. You might be saying to kind of telling yourself, you know what, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. I feel like I want to invest in myself, right? In my career, in whatever this is. But in the near future, I see a lot of pentacles. I see a lot of abundance. I see a lot of money. Okay. I'm also seeing here that for others of you guys, you are going to stabilize yourself financially. And also, if this is an energy that you are attracting towards you, the King of Pentacles, you will be attracting either an investor, a person here that you can partner with regards to business related matters, a career, a project, an idea that you have, right? And so I see a lot of stable energy. However, there is a Five of Wands. So there's going to be some kind of competition. I feel like there's definitely going to be competition in the near future. Don't fear this competition, because look at that. Recognition and reward. Don't fear competition. A lot of times competition actually, instead of, making you feel afraid or like, oh my God, I'm never going to make it, because there's competition, whether in love, career, finances, business, friendships, whatever this is, it should encourage you to show up as your best, right? It should motivate you to show up as your very best. So there's going to be competition here in the near future. It could also be some kind of conflict, or this could end in some kind of drama. Let's go ahead and see what that's all about. Okay, because sometimes you need to kind of push a little bit in order to see progress and see momentum forward and see change, even if it causes a little bit of chaos, right? I feel like your sign is known for that. You bring kind of progressive ideas to the table, and sometimes at first people are not ready for these ideas, right? In a relationship, it could also be happening. In a love situation, you might have a different idea of how to go about this, and at first maybe you will get kind of resistance from that group of people or one particular person. But in the end, if you are able to manage that person, manage them as far as like knowing how to talk to them, knowing how to express your idea, making sure that your idea is not coming across as direct and harsh, right? And allowing for time and for them to process the idea, right? Or to process the information that you're trying to, deliver, then I feel like it's going to end up succeeding. But yes, there will be a little bit of, competition or a little bit of chaos, conflict, okay, at some point in the near future. Now, who and what is coming towards you in your opportunity? You have the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. So I see here abundance. Look at that. In an area of your life where money has been stuck, money has been not there, it's finally showing up. A huge offer. You're going to be getting a huge offer, okay? Whether it's an offer of, money related matters. This can also be a love offer. If this is love, this is finally somebody wanting to commit to you. Finally, commitment, right? This person wanting to make things official. And this is something here that you're manifesting. So coming towards you is the energy of the Magician. That's going to be in your opportunity. And this is all part of your blessing, right? In order for you to get that recognition, that reward, in order for you to get this huge pentacle, this huge offer, whether it's a career offer, job offer, opportunity, that you've been looking for, whether in love, career, whatever this is, it's going to come in. But remember, you have to step into the energy of the Magician. Now, what do I mean by that? Nowadays, everybody wants to be the magician. Everybody wants to manifest. They're like, oh, I want to manifest this. I want to manifest that. Okay, manifest. Fine. That's good and all. Until they realize that being the magician comes with a huge responsibility. And what that means is that now you're going to have to really take care of your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, okay? And even the environments that you're involved in, okay? Because you have to keep asking yourself, am I thinking positive thoughts? Am I feeling positive feelings in every moment? Okay. Because if you distract yourself, okay, and then all of a sudden you start thinking negative thoughts, feeling negative emotions, guess what? Since you're in the power of the Magician, you will manifest whatever you think about, whether it's good or not so good. So it comes with responsibility. Make sure that you check your thoughts, that you check your feelings and your emotions, and try to gravitate towards all those feelings, thoughts, emotions that are positive, okay? Because with the energy of the Magician, that means that you're going to manifest very quickly. It's going to be like, oh, I'm thinking something positive, boom, it's right in front of me. right? Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about it and that person literally just offered it to me without me having to say anything. That is the power that's coming in for you. That's part of your blessing. But remember, just as likely, you can manifest something not so good. So if you distract yourself and maybe you're driving on the freeway and somebody cuts you off and you're starting to think negative thoughts about that person who cut you off, and then your thoughts start kind of, going into just this negative spiral, then it's going to be like one negative thing after the other, after the other, after the other, because guess what? You're in the power of the magician. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, quickly manifests. So that's the responsibility that you hold, okay? But I do see that in an area of your life where things have been a little bit stuck, nothing's moving forward, nothing's happening, maybe you're bored, maybe you're like, oh my God, I'm about to give up. Oh, don't you worry, because the Eight of Wands is going to make sure that things start speeding up. And when I say speeding up, it's going to be like a cart rolling down a hill. Just imagine a cart rolling down the hill. Nobody can stop that cart. Literally nobody. It's going to be unstoppable energy, just kind of like moving, flowing in every direction, emailing, texting, calling back and forth. The doors of opportunity, okay, look at that. The doors of opportunity are literally going to open up, okay, right in front of you, one after the other, after the other, after the other. So if right now you are able to plan, to strategize, make sure that you do that, because when things start moving forward and ahead, there's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of action, okay, action, action, action. I told you at the beginning of the reading, I saw the Knight of Wands. I told you there's going to be a lot of extroverted energy, passion, things moving forward, right? It's not introverted energy. The energy is going to start flowing. So be prepared for it. Be ready. This is good stuff. Let's go ahead and jump into your clarifiers now. So let's first start clarifying the Knight of Wands and recognition and reward. Why is this here for you? So you have here the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Star. Look at that. So it could be Aquarius energy for some, not for everybody, whatever sign this is. I do see here that there's a lot of healing happening. A lot of healing, but more than anything, recognition and reward. It goes along side by side with stardom, right? If you want to become a star, if you want to be famous, if you want to make a product famous, something that you're working on, a project, a book, right? Whatever it is that you're working on, right now is a time to put it out there. Okay, put it out there into the world, because it's going to gain a lot of traction, a lot of attention. It's going to become the center of attention, right? You're going to become the center of attention. You're going to walk into rooms and guess what? All eyes will be on you. Oh my God, who is that person, right? They're going to get this vibe like you're the boss, or like the leader, right? Right now, you are literally in that leadership position. So there's going to be all eyes on you right now. You might be getting offers left and right. Okay, phone calls to see if you want to get involved in them, in a project, in a career. So stay open, but also focus in on your healing. I see here stardom. If there has been a person, situation, personality type who has been breadcrumbing you, oh, don't you worry. Soon this person is going to be, making sure that they give you the attention that you need, because they're going to be feeling like, oh wait, there's competition around me. Oh no, right? But again, I do see here that this person is going to start prioritizing you. Whoever, whatever this is, let me know in the comments below. I do also see here these other energies. There's going to be this energy of compromise in a situation here where there has been some kind of a painful outcome, painful ending. Learn how to compromise, okay? But also, based on this compromise, learn how to take a step back. Let this person come to compromise with you instead of you wanting to compromise with them. But when they do come towards you, I feel like this might be in, career matters. It could be family matters, love matters, whatever this is. But there's this kind of energy of negotiating, right? Negotiating, not really burning bridges, okay? I do see here that, yes, maybe this person may have burned a bridge with you, but I see here that there's potential resolution that's going to end up benefiting you, okay, in the long run. I see here that for some, there could have been a third party situation, right? Third party situation that may have ended up in some kind of a painful outcome. Of course, you would never want to negotiate with a person like that, right? But that just means, okay, if this person wants to express something to you, hear them out, okay? And then you can release it. Then you can take a step back. But I do see here, by you taking a step back, you're going to get all of your blessings. Your ships will finally be coming in towards you. Let's see what this is all about. All right. So You have your 3D. Okay, and it says, I have been programmed to focus on tangible items, what is right in front of me. There is somebody here who's too focused on their ego, on materialism, on money, 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 okay? And I feel that you're kind of having them embrace a new part of them, like a deeper part of them, or a deeper part of the project or the idea, right? Maybe somebody here that you're working with, they're just all about the money. Like, okay, I just want us to make money, a lot of money. But you're like, wait a minute, what about the actual product that we're offering, right? It has to be a good quality. And that person might be like, no, it's just all about the money, all about the money. If this is a relationship, right? I'm just giving you examples here, but this is a personality type who is very 3D, right? If this is you, check yourself, okay? Check yourself, because if you are doing things just for the ego, it's not going to work, okay? You have to involve your heart. You have to involve what really matters. What do you really value in here, right? There has to be something here that you're offering that has value in it, right? It can't just be for the money. It's not going to work out in the end, okay? So here, somebody has to check their ego, whether you or somebody around you. Somebody has been programmed to focus on tangible items, what is right in front of them, money, 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 only surface level connections, right? As you can see there's a woman and she's wearing a lot of lipstick and she's holding a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with wanting material things. But when you're just focused on just that and you're providing no value, right, to people around you, okay, and or, if this is a connection, a relationship, and it's all about the surface level situation and there's not really like a heart-to-heart type of connection, then it's a little bit out of balance, right? Whether, again, it's in career matters, family matters, whatever it is. But, ask yourself, why is it that you're doing something? Is it because of your ego? You want to satisfy your ego? Or maybe somebody here around you is acting this way. Satisfying the ego versus implementing the heart, right? Opening up the heart chakra. Okay, what is it that I really value here? What are my principles? What are my morals here, right? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this just for attention? Am I doing this just for, accolades, just for the material, items? Or is there a deeper meaning to this, right? So when you focus on that, everything starts to flow in a better kind of way. Again, this could be a person that you're dealing with, or this could be you. You take it as it resonates. Let's go ahead and now clarify your present energy. What is this present energy here for and all about? The Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Devil. This could be Capricorn energy for some, doesn't have to be. But with the Four of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, there's a need for reflection. Right now, there's either a need for you to stand back, reflect, rest, okay, reconsider something, how you're going about a situation, reconsider it, maybe change it up. It's not about giving up. It's about, okay, maybe there's a roadblock, but you need to find a new way, right? How can I find a new way? For some, you could be healing. You need to take some time off to heal, to recover, whether physically, financially, right? It could be emotionally. For a lot of you guys, it's emotionally, because I do see here that with these energies, the Three of Swords, there's some kind of pain, okay? Pain that has been caused right now, but by some kind of a toxic cycle. For some, this toxic cycle could be self-sabotage, right? Are you self-sabotaging yourself? Are you letting your fears, anxiety, insecurities, doubts take the better hold of you? For others, this could be some kind of a personality type, whether you or somebody else around you, who, again, this is all about materialism, right? The Devil, all about materialism, superficial connections that are only based on sex, superficial situations that are only based on, just kind of like an addiction, right? This could be an addictive cycle, an addiction to a behavioral problem, and it's causing a lot of pain. For some, it's some kind of a third party situation. And I do see here that there's some kind of an energy where you might be even covering yourself up. It's kind of like you've already, kind of put up your walls of defensiveness. And this is telling you, instead of putting up your walls of defensiveness, right? It's better to clear the air with this third party. Get rid of that toxic energy, right? I do see here that for a lot of you, it may not be easy to get away from toxic energies, but at least you know that you have to start the process, right? And part of that has to do with healing, because I see here that you've been through a lot. You've been through hell and high water, and it's just not fair to you right now. It's not fair when everything around you is looking so bright, okay? What is this toxic energy, right? Why is it still showing up in your reading? It's showing up in your present energy. So it's something here that you need to take care of, right? Is this you self-sabotaging yourself? Ask that. Ask yourself that question. May not be so. Let's go ahead and see. Patience. Okay, so it says here, you've been patient with me during this journey. The wait is over, and what you truly want is here. So for some of you guys, the universe is telling you, hey, you know what? You've been very patient, okay? Don't give up. I'm almost going to give you your gift, okay? Patience. You've been patient with me during this journey. The universe is telling you the wait is finally over, and what you really want is finally here, okay? For those of you guys who are dealing with some kind of a love connection or any other kind of connection, somebody here is giving you this message. Patience. You've been patient with me during this journey. The wait is over. True love is here. Okay. So somebody here has been going about this matter in a very snail-like kind of way. As you can see in this image, there's a snail. If you see a snail, don't step on it. Okay. Move it to the side, because snails are harmless. And I've seen a lot of people get grossed out by snails. Just pick it up and move it to the side where nobody else can step on it. That's what I usually do. So again, be patient with the process, because it's almost here, something that you really want. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.